Hi everybody and welcome to Module 5, Lesson 22. We're working with fractions and we're really working with equivalent fractions, or fractions that are equal. So, generate simple equivalent fractions by using visual fraction models and the number line. So we're going to be comparing fractions today on number lines. We're actually going to, last time we did 2 number lines to compare fractions. This time we're going to do 3 to compare fractions. So the important part is having something to write with. You can use a whiteboard, you can use a piece of paper, however you want to do it. If you have access to fraction tiles or you've made your own set of fraction tiles, great. If you want to go online and look at some of the fraction tiles that I have put out for you to use, that's another really good way to do it. I'm going to be drawing them on a number line so that everyone can do this when they have practice and you don't have access to a number line. So for this problem, we are actually going to be comparing 2/3, 4/6, right? Yep, 4/6, and 8/12. So we're going to need a number line for thirds, a number line for sixths, and a number line for 12ths. You could do this all on one number line. I'm going to do it on 3 because I find it more organized for me. I find there's less marking on each one, so it makes it a little more even. So we started out last time with our red one is our first one. Oops, I'm going to make that a little thicker so you can see it. So that one's going to be for our thirds. My next one, I'm going to draw it first so that I have it all ready to go. That one's going to be for our sixths. I'm going to come down here and do a green one for our 12ths. That's going to take a little while to divide up, and that's okay. So I have 3 number lines because we're comparing 3 different fractions. And as you know, the bigger the denominator, the smaller the pieces. So it gets a little more complicated when you're trying to do it on the last one with the 12ths. But we're going to start out with the first one. So my first one is thirds. I'm going to actually circle this one so I remember I'm doing thirds on this one. There's my 0. And we're doing 2/3 on this one. But I am going to mark it all the way to the end. So I'm going from 0 to 1 for all of these. Because I also know that because my numerator is smaller than my denominator. If they go larger than your denominator, then you don't have to worry about it so much, because the denominator, when the numerator is larger, you're going past 1. So we're staying at 1 or less. So I'm going to divide this into 2/3. So here's 0/3, and that is 3/3, because that's 1. So I'm going to have to do a 2/3 and a 3/3, which means 2 lines. So here's 1 and here's 2. So this is going to be 1/3, because I already did 0/3, and this is going to be 2/3. And this one is the one we're really going to be working with right now, so I'm going to make sure I do it nice and thick so we know that that one is the 2/3. That's the one we're going to pay attention to when we start comparing. But right now I'm going to go to my purple line, which is going to be for my sixths. So this is going to be 0/6, and 1 is going to be 6/6, because that's a whole, that's a 1. Then I'm going to need to do a 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6. So I'm going to need to draw 5 lines to make this equal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's right. So we're going to do 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6. I already have a bit of a problem, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. And then the last one is going to be my 12th. So this is going to probably be my most challenging one to break up. So I'm going to do 0/12 and 12/12. So I have to do 1/12, 2/12, 3/12, 4/12, 5/12, 6/12, 7/12, 8/12, 9/12, 10/12, 11/12. So I have to do 11 all the way across. So you need to make sure I'm really careful on this one too. So we're going to do, ooh, that was kind of messy, but we'll do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, cool. We get kind of smushed, but we'll do it. 1/12, 2/12, 3/12, 4/12, 5/12, 6/12, 7/12, 8/12. Oops, that's 18/12. Sorry about that. 8/12, 9/12, 10/12, and 11/12. Now, did I have to do them all the way out to the end? Probably not. Is it good practice? Absolutely. It's good practice to practice making them even as you can. And it's just overall, it's good practice in case we do a different number sometime. So we're comparing 2/3, 4/6, and 8/12. Whew. So, what do we know about them? Are they equivalent? So it's kind of hard to tell here, unless I'm gonna shade them in. So we're gonna go all the way across. That's for 2/3. We're gonna go all the way across for 4/6. We're gonna go all the way across for 8/12. Now, for the most part, because I do these myself, they are all equivalent fractions. 2/3 is equal to 4/6, which is equal to 8/12. They're all the same amount total. So if I ate 2/3 of a pizza, I could also say I ate 8/12 of a pizza, depending on how many slices I divided it into. If I ate 4/6 of a candy bar, it would be the same as saying I ate 2/3 of a candy bar, just depending on how many people I'm divided among. So when you're talking about equivalent fractions, it's a really good idea to map them out, especially because we're not used to looking at fractions that are equivalent. And remember too, we have fewer pieces here, more pieces here, which is why the pieces are smaller. So the larger your denominator, the smaller your pieces. So that is your fraction lesson for today.